During your adventures of Fallout 4, you may come across these suspicious bottles, which have a little message in them when you're patrolling the beaches. This one, titled Not Going Well, simply says, I'm screwed. This one can be found near the wreck of the FMS Northern Star and the Poseidon Energy at the bottom right corner of the map, right about here. Then it'll give you a quest to go find some sunken treasure. In this case, it was a diver who appears to have got into some difficulty. Now, in order to show you exactly where it is, I'll actually drain the water away. Doing so will give you a clearer picture as to where we're heading. It's this little hidden pipeline, and the hatch in the side is what we want to access. The easiest way is to just swim out to the marker and then dive straight down into the depths. Now, the most important thing that you'll require when you're doing something like this is the Aquaboy perk, so make sure you have 5 endurance so that you're able to breathe underwater. Going inside, you can find the unlucky diver. How they ended up here is anyone's guess, but they certainly were screwed. Opening the steamer trunk will complete the quest, and you can get yourself some first aid whilst you're here. I'll show you on the map once we go back to the surface. Right here, just at the corner of the square, south of the wreck of the FMS Northern Star. Now there's 5 others to find, let's go. This next one can be found at the castle and is quite easy to miss. Head to the southern side of it where you can see a full view of Spectacle Island and walk directly east. You'll find this one called Predator Becomes Prey. John was pulled out to sea. The fish was huge. I told him not to tether the pole to himself, but he wouldn't listen. If only he hadn't put the keys in his pocket. And then we get another objective, and all you want to do is swim out towards Spectacle Island. Now this one is much further out than the others. And after a long endurance swim, you'll make it to the top of this antenna with Spectacle Island in the background. Let's have a look on the map right here. And it was the southern portion, so you can find it just at the southeast of the castle for that bottle. Now, let's drain the water and see exactly what's under here. And you can see the remains of a little fishing boat. And now, we've got a steamer trunk and a first aid kit and poor old John. The one thing I do want to mention is that these steamer trunks will not be present until you find the bottle, so be sure to grab that first before venturing out. Our next one is located at the Boston Airport, directly between it and Fort Strong. You can find it just over here by this massive tree trunk. This one reads, need a hand. I thought I ate a fish today. It didn't taste right. I then realised while I was writing this, I ate my own hand. I think I'm losing it. So, this one will take you a little further south to the wreck of, I believe, a plane. Ah yes, with Fort Strong in full view, we've found it. And with the water drained, you can see it's the remains of a Horizon airline going all the way down into the depths of it. Be able to find the steamer trunk somewhere around the base of it. Now, let's go through it. So yeah, this one is indeed in the cockpit, but there's no skeleton or anything. I thought we were going to find a cool wee sight there. But just swim straight down into the plane, into the cockpit, and you'll find the steamer trunk sitting to the side. Our next destination is the Nandoenological Society, where it was actually the first message in the bottle I found in my own run. X marks the spot. I swear that treasure is real. They mentioned it on the television. I must paddle faster. I believe this one holds the rank for the deepest one, so as you can see, we've got to go quite a way south, southeast of Libertalia. Boy, that was quite the swim, and as you can see, it is deep. There is a serious drop-off here. But with the water turned off, we can go all the way down, where you'll find a rowboat right at the depth, with presumably the skeleton that wrote the message in a bottle. You can't do much for him, so just grab the loot that you can and bounce on. It's weird sitting at the bottom of the seabed here. You can even see the base of Libertalia. Our next one takes us up a little closer to Crater House now. This one's located just east of Crater House and south of the town of Salem. And it's in perfect view of the Kingsport Lighthouse. Titled Trapped for Days. I've been trapped in this boat for days. There was some kind of tidal wave that came from the west. Obviously the bombs falling. It flipped us over. Looks like I'm the only one that made it. If you can consider my current situation making it, I somehow still have air to breathe. And the cutoff bit says that I guess that means the boat must still be on the surface. Please, if you get this, come help. That's essentially the bit that's cut off. I don't know why they cut off letters like that, and then you can find the rest of it in the wiki. I've always found that kind of strange. Surely just have the whole note and rip the edges a wee bit if you wanted. Anyways, that's not for me to judge. Now that we've taken it, you can see our journey now takes us far out east. Which isn't that bad a swim, actually. The boat here is upside down, but that's not a problem. Just go underneath. You can find the remains of this fellow and the steamer trunk. Get your items to complete the quest before moving on to our next destination now, which is the macro fish packing plant at the top right corner of the map. Now, this one is quite easy to find. Once you spawn in, head over to the eastern side, right over to this little section. Now, this particular bottle's message is difficult to kill, which is a direct reference to the Die Hard film where Bruce Willis's character says, come out to the coast, we'll get together and have a few laughs. A little bit of movie trivia there for some of you. And if we do just that, I think this one is quite shallow. The boy is your best wee marker here. And, yes, so if I drain the water, this is the one that's underneath the arch, where the skeleton can be found in the bathtub with some duct tape, a teddy bear, and more importantly, the steamer trunk. Not a bad wee find. Not a bad find at all, you can see. So just spawn at the factory, walk over, grab the message in a bottle, swim to the boy, and swim straight down. I don't even think you need Aqua Boy for this, though you might take some rads if you don't have at least level 1. It makes this whole process very easy. Cool wee things added in the game. That's all 6 of them. Thank you for watching.